Hello and welcome back to another episode of Magic Duels Origins. Another battle, I should say. I am TheIxelan. It is Friday, so we're going to try our mono green. This is day 5 of our monocolored deck week. We're going to do our mono green Rampart deck where we hopefully, cross our fingers, can ramp into some big creatures to punch face. One thing I noticed before I started this recording is I think we've won all 4 matches this week so far. So we're kind of 4 for 4, which is cool. It's definitely a better track record than the past few weeks. I'm hoping that that track record will continue. We shall see, though. It might not. It may not. Hopefully we just, neither us nor our opponent will get mana screwed. We'll actually have, a good game of Magic. I feel like in Duels Origins, and it's probably just, confirmation bias, but I feel like when I get mana screwed or when my opponent get mana screwed, I remember those battles more. So we have a turn 2 play, a turn 3, and a turn 4 with 4 lands. This is not my favorite hand to keep. We only have 1 threat. It's not a very good threat. It's more a control threat, although Renown 2 is sick. I love it. But Evolutionary Leap does give us some options. The Acid Moss does double Acid Moss. Okay, this is slowly becoming a little bit better of a hand. We are behind 1 land. So assuming he has all his land drops, he's going to get to 4 lands, and he's going to be doing okay with the Gate Creeper Vine. I'm kind of curious if he gets a gate here, because if he gets a gate and doesn't play it next turn, we know he has a gate on turn 4. I'm assuming he's either going to untap land or a gate, and he'll play the gate next turn. My thought is, unless you're doing a really aggro style deck, okay, he just went straight forest. That's good. Forest, and a Rootbound Crag. We could potentially, and it's not guaranteed, but we might be able to turn him off red mana if he doesn't have another mountain, and we have a couple Acid Mosses to really eat through his lands. I don't know that I'm a huge fan of running the Acid Moss land destruction. I don't necessarily think it's a great 4-drop, but it does ramp us, and I do, especially in this mono green deck, I need, a lot of mana to hit the big spells. Now this is the interesting moment here, because I think I'm just gonna ramp. Now there's an argument to be made for, and now that I think about it, I probably should have done that earlier. I probably should have cast the Wardens, and the reason I should have cast the Wardens is I could have Primal Below, no, because then I wouldn't be able to cast on turn 4 the Acid Moss and Primal Below to actually punch through this thing. He doesn't have an artifact, so that's a 3/3. It's a little concerning, but not the end of the world. I'm okay with taking a few damage. I'm gonna start hitting his land drops. So we took out the Crag. He's got, is this a Guild Gate? Okay, he's got another Guild Gate, and so when we hit that next turn, we should take him off red mana. Now, I'm assuming he's going to have another land drop, and he'll be back up to 4 and not have any issues. But the other thing here that we're doing is I want to be able to cast Valorant Wardens and have Primal Below active to defend against this. So I'm okay with taking 3, maybe even up to 9 damage from this guy. Hopefully I'm only going to take 3 or 6. See if we can stall him. He didn't cast an artifact, so that does make our decision a little easier. If he had cast an artifact, I probably would have gone Valorant and Primal Below. But he hasn't. So we're okay here. This is kind of an interesting decision here. So if I do this, I have 3 mana. I think I have to. I feel really bad doing this. This is really mean. Because I said let's hope it's a good game of Magic and not mana screw. But this is, this is legitimately my tactic for this game. So I'm going to Undercity Troll instead of the Wardens. And the reason I'm doing that is this way we can still Primal Below. And we have 8 forests. So this is a +8/+8. So this turns him into a 10/10. All in all, I think we're in a really good place. I also like that we got Evolutionary Leap out early. Because it's an activated ability, if somebody's I don't know how good Julian Bulkhord is. But depending on how good Like, because I know I'm super attentive to details, so I, like, pay attention to when the timer comes in. So he's wild instincting. Picking things. Okay, so I'm going to Primal Below. And this makes my guy a 10-10. And he's going to fight it as a 5-5. And it dies. Oh, that's so mean. That's so mean. So mean. Okay. I kind of felt bad doing it, but I was like, even if he attacks, like, I'm still going to do it that way. Like, Primal Blow is the trick. So we're going to go for the attack to try to... The reason we cast this pre-combat is because when this guy becomes renowned, I can draw a card. So it kind of combos off each other. I'm assuming he's going to throw it in front, which means I'm going to have to wild size here. Just so that we can get renowned and draw a card. We're actually getting to draw 2 cards here. Nissa's Revelation is actually the perfect card to draw. We definitely have enough land for it. Next turn, we'll be able to gain a bunch of life and refill our hand with what I'm going to affectionately call good stuff. Hopefully. Assuming the top 5 cards have anything good. He is getting his red mana back, though, so it's a little scary. I don't know what he has in his hand, but I'm assuming these are all red cards because he's been unable to cast things, or they're just expensive cards. Both are variable, or viable, I should say. I will play my land for turn, and I will attack. I will confirm the attack. We could, in theory, do 14 damage. That seems unnecessary at this point. He keeps pausing, so I'm wondering what he would have that he would cast right now. He's gonna fog. Okay. I'm glad I didn't cast Primal Below. That's pretty good. Okay, so we get to scry 5. I want to reveal this. And then I want to draw this next turn or afterwards. And then I don't care about the rest of these, so finish. So we reveal that. It only gets us 5 life and 5 cards. Or sorry, 4 and 4. But it lets us get Gaia's Revenge without him knowing about it. Which is really sneaky. And I think pretty much guarantees us the win at this point. Because we have plus 14, plus 14. I mean, really, unless he has Fog, we have lethal here. But I'm still going to cast Gaia's Revenge because I love this thing. This is what this deck does. Like, it ramps up. You know, throw down a couple of Renowns. Trip him up a little if you can. Try to break his land. I mean, I'm more happy that we ramped than that we broke his land. But I'm sure the land destruction helped us greatly. I have no doubt about that. Okay, so he's casting a 3/3. This is good because he's going to throw it in front of Gaia's Revenge. Almost guaranteed. Which puts us at, again, this is 14 additional power. Plus 4, this is 18. This is exactly lethal. And if he doesn't do Gaia's Revenge, he's screwed. But I'm fairly certain he's going to block the Gaia's Revenge. This is one of those moments where, like, if we were playing in, like, an actual tournament, like, I'd probably be, like, smiling like an idiot and, like, not have a good poker face at all. Which is bad, but, I mean, what are you going to do? He could fog. This is the other option. He could fog right now. That's one thing that I'm not sure if I should do lethal yet. I think I should cast the Primal Below and not the Titanic Growth. Okay. It's going to block. I'm going to Primal from below this guy. If he's got another fog, he's got to cast it. Nope. Okay. We became renowned. Granted, we gave him a turn, but I'm assuming he's going to scoop at this point. It would be very hard to win right now. You'd have to be able to cast 3 creatures. 3 creatures with, you know, with any hope of actually winning. 3 creatures with Death Touch, maybe. Yeah, that would probably be your best form, or, you know, some kind of like mass removal, but that seems highly unlikely here. The Acid Moss at this point is a little late. This is also one of the things about Morvani Acid Moss is it sucks when you cast it second. Like if you're playing in a mirror match and you both have Mulvaney and Acid Moss, whoever casts it first wins. Generally, not guaranteed, but that's how it feels a lot of the time. I'm going to turn all these things sideways, and I'm not going to cast anything because unless he fogs, we win. There we go. And that's 5 for 5 on the mono deck week. We went fully victorious. That's really good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. Let me know just in the comments below. And if there's any themes or colors or anything you want to see next week in Magic Duels Origins, just let me know. And I'll see what kind of decks I can make. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.